Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Tech Data Engineer. So today we will discuss about important topic roadmap to become a data engineer. So this video is basically for freshers or the persons who wanted to be who wanted to become a data engineer, who wanted to build their career in data engineer. So this is basically I have listed out the tools, technologies, and what are the steps followed to become a data engineer. So, to become a data engineer, you have to proficient in any one of the programming language. Either it should be Python, Java, Scala. Based on you can say your proficiency or your compatibility, you can choose any of the language. So, but we recommend you to go with the Python. Why Python? Because Python is very easy. They have, we can say, syntax similar to the programming language, English language, and then they have, we can say, very vast support of libraries also. So in Python also, you don't have to go with all the topics, all the topics you have to cover to be, become a data engineer. You have to be proficient in basic, you can say, operator, variable, data types, then conditional statement or looping also, like if else conditioning, and then writing the, you can say, loop for iterating over the data or data sets, that you have to do that. Then data structure is also one of the best, one of the, you can say, important topic in Python. List, dictionary, tuple, set, string. These are basically required to do any computations. Then next topic could be writing custom functions. So how you're defining your functions, how you're writing the lambda functions, map, filter. These are the functions basically required to do any transformation or actions on the data. If you write any Spark, Java, Spark script, so these are the things comes into picture. Then understanding the standard libraries in Python, they have already inbuilt libraries, which is basically very used for exploratory data analysis or any reading, writing the data files or exploring the data. Then some regular expressions also. This is also the one of the important topic. Why? Because sometimes what happen with your raw data file, you have to do some computations, so you need to extract some feature based on your, you can say, descriptive text or some you can say some descriptive values. So for that also you need to define the regular expression so that it will only face the a particular thing which is basically required for your computations. Then data manipulation exploratory libraries, where pandas, numpy, matplotlib comes into picture, which is basically for reading the data, CSV data, Excel data, JSON data. Then Matplotlib is for like plotting any graph, chart. So this is required. Then after programming language, either you can choose any one of them, Python, Java, or Scala, but I recommend to go with the Python. Then the comes like then you have to good in computing fundamentals. Basically, we are required the scripting or API. Scripting why required? Because if you are working with, I can say, if you are working in Linux environment, then you have to very good in shell scripting, and shell scripting. Then API is also required because sometimes what we have to do, you will not get the data directly from the source system, so you need to call the API. So for that you have to go with, you can say, REST API or SOAP UI to how you are calling. So that is also required. Then SQL. SQL is also structured query language. Also, it's a very important topic. Like that is for fetching the data from source system and writing the query to do some, you can say, dashboarding related things also. So SQL is also very important topic, and SQL have approximately 30 to 40% weightage in even data engineering interview also. So which we will cover later, like what are the topics basically required for SQL also. Okay. Then now comes to different types of databases. So for data engineer, you don't have to only proficient in the relational databases. Apart from relational databases like MySQL and PostgreSQL, you have to be proficient in NoSQL databases also, like MongoDB, Cassandra. These are the NoSQL databases. Then you have to proficient data warehousing. This is also very important skills for any data engineer, because now most of the company are data centric and domain centric. So they wanted a data warehouse to be created so that in list data stays either data scientist or yeah, like BI persons, they can directly take the data from data warehousing. For that, you can choose either any cloud solution like BigQuery, Redshift, or any on-premises solution also like Hive. You can choose. So you have to be good in data warehousing designing also, like how to design the data warehouses. For that, Star and Snowflake schema comes into picture. How to design fact table, dimension table. These are also comes into picture. So that this all these topics we will discuss later. So today only we are covering the introduction part, like which are the topic required basically. Then come to data processing. So if you have data, so either data is a small or big data, so you have to how to write the jobs. So for that ETL, extract, transform, load, extracting from the source system. Then if transformation required, you have to do some transformation and loading to the destination system. So this ETL process either would be the batch or streaming also. Either you'll get the batch data, you have to write the batch job where basically data is coming on certain double of time, or data is streaming, might be you'll get the real time data. So you have to proficient in these technologies also for data processing. Then comes to cloud technology. So cloud technology basically now every on-premises data engineering things are moving to the cloud. So in cloud you have to be proficient in AWS, Azure or GCP. So in initial stage you can go with any of the cloud. But if you are like senior data engineer, then you have to be proficient in any one of like all three cloud, because clients or a stakeholder they are looking for, they can opt for any cloud, or you have to like you have the idea like which cloud will choose for pricing and which is providing the best solutions. So cloud technology is also required. So for initial stage, basic of like cloud computing knowledge is enough. Then big data technology like Hadoop, Spark, Apache Spark, how Hadoop work, what is MapReduce, how your problem is like got divided into map and reduce. So this all you have to go through that like Hadoop and Spark. Apache Spark. So why persons are going from Hadoop to Apache? This all knowledge is also required. So basically, so like for big data technology, if you're dealing with the big data, like Hadoop and Apache Spark is required. So Hadoop is basically a fundamental framework for processing and storing large data set across a cluster of computer. So in that Hadoop, we can explore core components like HDFS basically for distributed storage, Yarn for resource management, MapReduce for data processing paradigm. So so basically you have to understand the entire Hadoop ecosystem for do the big data processing. Then Apache Spark also it's like open source framework for large scale data processing. So Hadoop only providing the I can say batch processing, but Apache Spark provide I can say your streaming as well as both batch both you can say processing. Then coming to advanced skill. So if you are if you'll cover all these topics, then if you wanted to become a pro data engineer, like some advanced topic which basically not required, but you can say if you wanted to learn, you can learn this also. So advanced skill comes under you have to be good in ML. So you can cover the ML topic, cluster problem, classification problem, or data mining problem. You can go with then so you need to export in the cloud expertise. So for basic, you can say data engineer, like intermediate or basic level of cloud knowledge is required. But if you are proficient, then you have to be very good in cloud expertise, pricing, creating the cluster, choosing the component for which task. Because suppose some of the business use cases doable by multiple ways, then which way is efficient, so that you can provide the good pricing and all. Then data security and governance also comes into picture when we are dealing with the big data, or you can say security data. Data streaming, massive system like Kafka, Flink, this also comes into picture. Uh, then then the next topic would be the data visualization. This is not required for data engineer, but for some companies are looking for a data engineer who have the knowledge of data visualizations, like either it's Power BI or Tableau. Although you can, so right now, like all the cloud, they're providing the, I can say, data visualizations from, they can directly connect from the data warehouses also. But a standalone Power BI table, if you have knowledge, that well and good. So these are the topic basically required to become a data engineer. In next video we will cover, like for each topic, like although we have covered the programming language, but we will cover the SQL concept, like SQL concept, relational DB, NoSQL, data warehousing, each of the topic in detail. And so please subscribe